Those are your latest headlines. Hello and welcome to France 24. I'm Louise Hannah. Also coming up in sports, some tennis news. But first, the UN's top human rights body will today call for Syria to end all attacks on civilians and allow aid groups full access to the country. A draft UN Human Rights Council resolution obtained by the Associated Press condemns widespread and systematic violations of human rights and fundamental freedoms by the Syrian authorities. Well, on the diplomatic front, the EU has slapped the Syrian regime with more sanctions, but there are other international powers who now openly support arming the opposition. Well, the Red Cross has finally delivered emergency aid to parts of the city Homs and is vowing to keep up efforts. His spokesman, Carla Haddad Mardini. Rescue boats have now reached the Costa Allegra cruise ship that went adrift in the Indian Ocean and have begun the long journey to tow it ashore. Well, it belongs to the same company as the Costa Concordia cruise liner, which ran aground off Italy a month ago, killing 32. Well, the company says none of the 636 passengers and 413 crew on board have been hurt after an engine room fire left it without power. Well, our Rome correspondent Seema Gupta has been updating us on the rescue effort. Now, he had been hoping for a smooth ride to a third term, but Senegalese President Abdoulaye Wade could be heading for a second round of voting after partial results from the first ballot show him running nearly neck and neck with his main rival Macky Sall. Well, let's cross live now to our correspondent in Dakar, Nicholas Germain. Nick, Wade's been bullish all along about winning at the very first round, but he conceded for the first time last night that it could go to a second round. Nick, if it does go to a second round, what will their different tactics be for both Sall and Wade? OK, well, thank you for all those details. Our correspondent Nicholas Germain there, live from Dakar. Nigerian President Goodluck Jonathan's been visiting communities along the Atlantic Ocean devastated by the recent Chevron gas rig fire. Now, it was a protest that resulted in the resignation of 2 senior Anglican clerics and provoked plenty of debate about the relationship between the church and the world of finance. But demonstrators taking part in the Occupy London demonstration outside St Paul's Cathedral were finally evicted on Monday night. A bailiff backed by riot police brought an end to their 4-month stand against what they say is global corporate greed. Now to sports, we have a sneak preview of the France-Germany football friendly. But first, some tennis, where Djokovic kicks off his season at the Dubai Open. Now, it's being hailed as one of the juiciest deals in modern military history. India's poised to pay French aviation firm Dassault $11 billion for 126 of its Rafale fighter jets. Now, 108 of them will be built in India's technology mecca, Bangalore. It means more jobs and more aeronautical know-how as Dassault shares information with the Asian country on how to build a fighting machine. Negotiations on the deal have entered into a final phase and have elicited much excitement here in France. Not only because Dassault spent 2 decades trying to sell the jet internationally, but also because of the huge boost it'll give to French industrial trade. This report now from our correspondent Vikram Singh. OK, well, we can now cross live to New Delhi, where our correspondent Vikram Singh is waiting for us. Vikram, thank you for joining us. We do know that the deal has entered the final stages. How confident can we be that it will be signed and sealed? Why did India choose France's Rafale fighter jet over the Eurofighter Typhoon, another jet plane made by a consortium of European companies? And if India are prepared to spend $11 billion on this, they've got to be pretty confident of the returns they're going to get. OK, well, thank you very much for all those details. Vikram Singh in New Delhi. OK, that's all we've got time for right now, but Claire Pride's back in around 2 minutes.